Mr. Rajesh Agarwal set the right tone that what is a mobile. And actually it's the most beautiful device which can do almost everything you can think of. Right? So I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but just this picture you might have seen. Look at, this is one of the picture of the Pope coronation in 2005 versus 2013. The message is the mobile phone being used to take pictures and videos. So the device which was actually invented to speak is being reused for so many purposes, and that is the power of mobile. Let's go next. Some of these numbers again discussed. 900 million users already in our country. And even more heartening is 250 million plus internet users on mobile. Whatever internet and broadband could not do in the fixed line, mobile has surpassed that in a beautiful manner. You all know 100 million plus Facebook users. So think of it, this is the country where we thought we are not internet savvy, and that is the adoption. And today, the last point, just look at that, that's even more impressive. Even from Vodafone perspective, you look at it, we have the service called M-Pesa, which is mobile money, and we have more touch points and the endpoints to give you mobile money services more than all the bank branches in the country. So the purpose is to tell you the power of what mobile can do. And let's slightly go in more details on how is the journey from the government's perspective, from e-governance to m-governance, and how it complements so well with the mobile journey. In 2006 or so, you started with doing certain things on e-governance on internet. And today we are at a stage where everything which was E is actually doable on M. You are talking of internet moving from E to M. You are talking of Facebooks moving from E to M. You are talking of transactions and the money moving from e-money to m-money. You are talking of e-commerce moving to m-commerce. And anything and everything which was actually doable is now doable through mobile. So it actually complements perfectly the journey from e-governance to m-governance. And let's look at some of the real examples, what all we can do with the m-governance through technology. I have just divided that into 3 pieces to join this journey of digital India. One is digital infrastructure, which is utility itself. Right? Mobile phones can be the next utility, which is digital identity. Mobile access and bank accounts. So it connects the person with the various merchants and the utility players. Next one, the governance. We all talked about services on demand, cashless transactions. All that is actually doable and happening today. And the last one, obviously, the inclusion, which is two-way government to citizen and citizen to government. Can this tool be used? Mr. Rajesh Agarwal talked about it, and the answer is absolutely big yes. And is this happening? Is this real? Again, the answer is absolutely big yes. And some of the examples which I have put here talked about how it is inclusive, accessible, and transparent. And these are the examples which are already happening in the field, whereby the mother and child health tracking systems already available, implemented, which enables the mortality rate to be bettered. There are interactive learnings for those places where it was not possible to reach through broadband. It is possible to reach through mobile now, and the education system is getting overhauled through the country. And next one is funds disbursement, and that's extremely powerful, whereby you can transfer the funds directly to the person, either through the Aadhaar authentication and going directly to the mobile of the person. And this is all happening right now as we speak. So what we have done as service provider to make sure that we enable this, we created the machine-to-machine platforms, whereby you can track the vehicles, you can track the government buses, you can track the school buses to make sure that you get your citizens safe from destination A to destination B. These platforms are already deployed, and actually we can connect the government applications to reach the citizens through these platforms. Next one, the mobility solutions itself. We have deployed what we call service delivery platforms, which enables the APIs to be opened up for getting any applications reaching out to the mobile customers. Next one is mobile payment, and that's extremely powerful tool for a country like India, where the bank accounts are not available to majority of the population even today. And this can be used for disbursing scholarships, disbursing grants, disbursing all those subsidies which government uses directly to the citizen at the point where he resides or he or she resides. Aadhaar, already DDG Ashokji has already talked about it. I'm not getting into the details here, but the fact is Aadhaar being used for authentication, mobile being used for biometrics, and mobile money being used to transfer the money directly to the customer or the citizen, it is an absolutely potent combination. So can it be a game changer for M-governance? Answer is yes. You can use it in road transport. These are some of the examples, and this list can only grow. You can use it in road transports, food supplies, Department of Police, Department of Tourism, agriculture, education, and it can go on and on. So let me stop here and again say mobile is the best tool which can be used today to enable the journey to M-governance. Thank you very much.